I'm going to tackle the houses now. I think I've worked from left to right. So this is the first one. I've mixed a little bit of grey up here. When I say grey, I mean black with a little bit of white mixed in. So I'm just going to put that on this building here. You see that it's a grey colour. Let's put that in. Make it. I'm not going to make it too strong, but I've got to make it strong enough to register. Okay, there we are. Dab it out. You see, that's the colour that I'm looking for. So let's carry on. It's very, very close to the colour of the bridge that I'm going to be doing later on, so I have to sort that out. Keep it moist though, because I'm going to dab it off in a minute with my tissue, like that, so we get a trace of it. Now that's got to be white there. I just have to make sure of that. Now to make it darker, which it's in the shade, so or in the shadow rather, so I've got to add some more colour on it. So if I put a second coat, start from here this time. And do one bit at a time, just leave it long enough just to register. You see how that's just that little bit darker. And come down here into there. Now that I don't think I even need to take that off. No, that's fine. That's lovely. That's the shadow I'm looking for. Now this one at the back here. Now this is a different building. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to add a little bit of ochre and just a little bit of that grey there as well. Pinch that. That should give me the colour I want. It does. Now I've got a window there. I'm going to go over that window and I'll tackle that separately. This is a colour that I'm going to do all of these. Good. Now we've got to swap brushes now to my. Can I use either one? No, I think I've got to use my smallest brush, which is the O gauge. Now I need to have a stronger mix of this now. So what I'm going to put in is the beams. Now I've got to get just the right colour there. It's got to be dark, but I don't want it black as such. That should be about right. Let's try that. I do the cross one first of all. I want to go across here. Now you've got to have a fairly steady hand for this. That's it. That's the colour I want. Now I'm going to come down here. This is the window now, so I shall put it in, but we'll be putting colour in that window. Right. Good. And now the beams. I think this is a hotel, if I remember rightly. You can see why I've chosen the thin brush, can't you? This is a tricky one. Not quite as accurate as I'd like it to be, but I can't mess about too much now. Using the same colour with just a little bit less dark on it, I'm going to come down here. Now this is the shadow created by the edge there. Goes into there, shadow there, right? Now down here, on the other side, I want to put another one, but this is going to be a very thin line, because there isn't a shadow down here, but it's just a clarification really. Like that, and along here, and along here. Now, what I usually do in a situation like this is I usually distress it a little bit. Now, this is a bit of ochre that I've got there. I put this in and then dab it off. So I get just a trace of colour. Okay, like that. Now let's put the other side, the other beams on. Twisting the paintbrush around so I can get the thinnest right. Now this one here, this is another one that's got to have a bit of shadow on it. And then beams. Right, now switch to the number one brush now. You might think, well, what do you want all these brushes for, Colin? Well, you'd be amazed that you do. Now I'm going to put a window in here. Now this is going to be tricky because what I want to do is put a colour like that, and that's the colour I'm looking for, maybe just a bit darker than that. And what I'm hoping to do, if I can, well, let's do this first of all. Right, leave that alone. I'll do the same thing with this. There's two ways we could do it. There's the easy way and the hard way. Well, this is the easy way. So what's the hard way, Colin? Well, the hard way is you just put the windows in without having, in other words, leaving them white. So, I'll show you what it's like. It's like doing this. And that's the hard way. I'm not doing it that way. You wouldn't think there's an easy way, would you? But there is. Now I've got to make it a little darker. Up the top. That. There's something I don't like there. Something's annoying me. I think it's there. So what we'll do is we'll rub that out with our water. And I've miscalculated somewhere. Let's put that back in again. This is the shadow. That looks better. What I'll do is try to squeeze two. Well, I think I'll get two in. There's one there. Will I? No, I won't. So let's just get one in. I've been a bit ambitious there, trying to get them all in. Okay, well that's not bad. Now, what's the easy way? Let me show you the easy way of doing this. A little bit of Chinese white. Squeeze that. Like that. And then you use your thinnest brush, number one. Agitate this, but not too much, because we want it to be quite strong and thick. So, now you may have to do this a couple of times. I don't think you're going to get away with it once. Let's see what we can do with it. And I think what I'll do is I'll try and push my luck here. God, you see, this is the trouble. It might be too thick. Try again. No, it's too thick. Okay, well, the only answer to that is I've got another brush somewhere. Here it is. I don't normally use this, and this is an O gauge brush, a double O gauge brush. It's really thin. I'm hoping this will work. And it's not really on my list because I always think it's a little too difficult to use, so I don't put it on my list of brushes. But you can still buy them. You can go right down to treble O gauge brush, which is really thin. I'm just making that a little thicker, so I'll have to switch over, I think, to this one now. I said this was easier, didn't I? Well, it is. God, it's still too thick. I got it now, though. Look. Got to persevere. Right, well, while I'm on a winning streak, let's continue with this one. The thing is not to load the brush too much. a bit more than that though. On the other window, on the other end, I'll do it the other way. So you've got two options open to you. There's one in this one as well. Now you couldn't do it this way unless you have the tube or Chinese white. You can't mix it in your palette. Right, let's see if we can go the other across now. Yep. There you go. Now, if you were really ambitious, another thing you can do, especially with this thin little brush I've got here, we can put a little red. What's this for, Cole? Well, I'm going to put the curtains in the window. This time I'm working from there. One, two. There you go. And there you go. You could also add, let's add a little bit more black here. And just on the top edge, and put a bit of shadow in it. In fact, you could do the whole of that top pane, I think. Lovely. Well, that's it. That's not quite too bad, has it? What about while I'm here, having a go at this window here? A little bit of blue, a bit more blue. Bit of strength under the eaves there would be a good idea. There you go. Now we've still got that white, and let's put that in. Oh, I'll tell you what we do before we do that. Let's put another curtain in. Let's have a different coloured curtain this time. I usually use red because it shows up more, but can I have a yellow? Don't I get a show up? I think it's going to have to be, well, I'll tell you what, we'll have an orange. Good. Now the white. There you go. So that's got that done.